Hello everyone, welcome to the course on foundation and substructure constructing. I am Xu Yi, the lecturer of this section. Today, let's learn about the earthwork excavation. This section focuses on explaining earthwork excavation from four aspects: applicable area of earthwork excavation, construction preparation, construction machines and tools, and operating conditions. Next, let's start today's lesson. First, application area of earthwork excavation. Earthwork is suitable for earthwork engineering, such as foundation trenches and pipe trenches, of general industrial or civil buildings and structures, as well as leveling of large area sites. However, the labor intensity of manual excavation is high and the efficiency is low, and it is only suitable for the engineering with small and scattered engineering volume, or is only used when the site is lack of construction machinery. Second, construction technology preparation. 1. Familiarize the construction drawings. Prepare the earthwork excavation construction plan and obtain approval, and conduct technical briefings to relevant construction personnel. 2. Organize relevant personnel to do on-site survey of topography and geomorphology, and familiarize the construction site and the surrounding conditions on the spot. 3. Organize surveyors to carry out pile handover, acceptance, and remeasurement, and measure and set earthwork excavation control points. The above are the preparations for construction technology. Third, main machines and tools. The main machines and tools for earthwork excavation include bulldozers, scrapers, and excavators. Excavators include front shovels, backhoes, draglines, and clamshell excavator, as well as loaders, measuring instruments, shovel, cuts, hammers, and ladders, picks, crowbars, banyan door panels, small white wire or number 20 lead wire, steel double measures, slope rulers, etc. Generally speaking, bulldozers or loaders should be used for bulldozing and loading for large area tractor tillage excavation with small depths. Use dump truck to carry the soil. For one-time excavation of large area earthwork with large length and width, a scraper is used to shovel, move, unload, and fill the soil. For large and deep excavation, a hydraulic vibrating shovel excavator with a bucket capacity of 0.5 cubic meters or 1 cubic meters is mostly used to excavate the upper earthwork, or a scraper or bulldozer can be used. If the operating surface is narrow and the soil moisture of groundwater is high, hydraulic backhoe excavator can be used to dig the earth. Dump truck can move the earth, and dragline can be used to dig the earth in groundwater, which is efficient. When undrained excavation is adopted for low groundwater level, different machinery can also be used for excavation in layers. First, the earthwork above the groundwater level is excavated by a front shovel excavator. Then, the earthwork below the groundwater level is excavated by a dragline or backhoe excavator, and then the earthwork is transported out by a dump truck. Fourth operating condition. 1. Before earthwork excavation, the underground and above-ground obstacles in the construction area should be found out in detail. The pipelines located in the excavation pipe trench and the above-ground and underground obstacles close to each other should have been dealt with according to the scheme of demolition, modification, or reinforcement. 2. According to the given control coordinates and leveling points, perform guide measurement to the site. According to the general plan requirements of building, set up a survey control network in the construction area of the engineering, including control, baseline, access, and horizontal data points. Perform access control checking. 3. There should be sufficient lighting facilities during night construction. Obvious signs should be set up in dangerous areas, and the excavation sequence should be reasonably arranged to prevent mis-excavation or over-excavation. 4. The roads and bridge unloading equipment that construction machinery passes through when entering the site should be inspected in advance, and preparations for reinforcement and widening should be made if necessary. 5. Trimming the slope and cleaning the bottom of the trough in the parts where the machine cannot work should be equipped with personnel. 6. When groundwater is encountered within the excavation depths, measures should be taken to reduce the groundwater level according to local engineering geological data. Generally, it should be lowered to 0.5 meters below the excavation face before earthwork excavation can be carried out. Perform flood control and drainage of the construction site. Comprehensively plan the leveling of the site and the elevation of each part to ensure smooth drainage of the construction site without water accumulation, and set up necessary intercepting ditches and drainage ditches around the site. 7. The selection of earth-moving machinery should be based on the topography and operating conditions of the construction area, soil type, thickness, total engineering volume, and construction period, exerting the efficiency of the construction machinery. 8. Build a ramp for cars driving on the construction site, and the slope should be less than 1 to 6. When the strength of ramp pavement is low, the pavement soil layer should be filled with appropriate thickness of gravel and muck. When the soil layer occupied by the excavation machinery is in a saturated state, gravel and muck of appropriate thickness should be filled to avoid the collapse of the construction machinery. 9. Build simple temporary production and living facilities according to the scale of earthwork and substructure projects, the length of construction period, the arrangement of construction forces, etc., and lay the pipelines of water supply, power supply, and compressed air supply on site at the same time, and conduct water, electricity, and gas tests. 10. When piling earthwork or building materials on the edge of the excavation, or moving transportation tools and machinery along the edge of excavation, it is generally not less than 2 meters away from the upper edge of the excavation, and the height of spoil pile should not exceed 1.5 meters the distance between the weight and the slope shall not be less than 3 meters for the vehicle and 4 meters for the crane. Through the last lesson, we've gained a basic knowledge of earthwork excavation. Today's lesson ends here. Thank you.